Welcome to Yoga with Dags. I'm so happy you're here with me. Today we are going to work on balance. I don't know if you've noticed it, but recently there's been a little shift from high summer into late summer, which sometimes is called Indian summer, or the transition between seasons. And the air fills with more humidity, and we begin to see a little yellowing on the trees and in the fields. And we've kind of taken that turn, and in Chinese medicine that has to do with the earth element. So we've sort of entered earth, and one of the virtues relating to earth is balance. So finding balance in our worlds, in our lives. So today we're going to work with balance, balancing poses, balancing our breath. So we're going to begin let's first just bring our hands to our heart and connect to that place within that is whole, that place within that is forever pure, that lacks nothing, that is connected to the highest that we can imagine, the highest that we know, that place that's open and fresh and interested. So just close your eyes and soften into your presence, into the moment, into this moment. And just take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you exhale through your mouth, just let go of anything that is not right now. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we'll begin with a nice Om. So deep breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, we'll Om together. And we'll just inhale, sweep our breath up. Gather up the energy, exhale down to the heart. Let's do 2 more of those. And 1 more of those. Good. All right, so we're going to begin with our legs up the wall for a minute. But I want to explain the breath that I want to work on together while we're laying down. So the breath that we're going to do is we're going to inhale to the count of 2, hold like an echo of the breath to the count of 2. And with that hold, we're going to actually inhale a little more, like take another little sip. And then we're going to exhale to the count of 2 and echo, exhale to the count of 2. So it's inhale to the count of 2 through the nose, echo to the count of 2 with a slight more inhale, exhale to the count of 2, echo, exhale to the count of 2. So we're going to make it as even as possible. So it's something like this. It's okay, so we'll do that lying down. And as you do that, really see if you can let your whole belly, even up toward the torso, fill up with air. So as you inhale, let the whole belly blossom. As you echo, inhale, maybe you can bring the breath up into the chest. And as you exhale, let go down through the belly and even deeper down into the pelvis. So to get into legs up the wall, we're going to come close to a wall. I like to sort of think of velcroing my butt to the wall, swinging my legs up the wall. You want your butt as close to the wall as it can be. And just settle there. This is a good way to start to open the hamstrings. This is also a good way to let your energy come into your belly, into your pelvis, into your kidneys. So just settling here for a moment. Let's just stretch our shoulders for a moment. So take your arms up, get hold of your elbows, inhale them up, and then exhale them over your head, just letting your heart open here for a moment as we get ready to breathe. And as you're lying here, if it's not comfortable to keep the arms overhead, you can bring them down. But as you're lying here, take a moment to find balance in your body. So be balanced in the way that your heels are resting up against the wall. Be balanced in the way your pelvis is resting, each of your sitting bones reaching equally toward the wall. Balanced in the length of your legs and the straightness of your legs. Balanced on either side of your spine as it rests on the ground. Balanced in either side of your shoulder blades resting on the ground. And even balanced in the way that the head is resting right in the center of your occiput. So deep breath in, and then exhale, release the arms out to the sides. And we'll do that one more time. Arms up, arm bones plugged in. Reverse hold of the elbows this time. Inhaling up and exhaling overhead. Good. And just let that settle. Maybe let the neck settle for a moment. Let your heart settle. This is such a good restorative pose. It helps to restore our vital energy, gets us ready for whatever is next. And there's always something. So deep breath in, exhale, release the arms. And then you can either choose to keep the legs up like that or bring them down into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees splayed out to the sides. Maybe just do that for a moment, and then you can decide for the breath whether you'd like to keep your legs straight or whether you would like to come into Baddha Konasana here. But just feel the external rotation at the top of your thighs, which means your inner thighs are rolling up towards your head. The outer thighs are wrapping down and under. And good. Maybe even gently pressing the thighs toward the wall, any amount, just to start to open the pelvis up. And with yoga, we're always breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice and deep and full. And then I'm going to keep my legs up as we breathe, but we're going to do a few rounds of the echo breath here. Sometimes I'll take a mudra. I'm going to put my index finger to my thumb and my middle finger to my thumb, like that. That's my little mudra, which can help with breathing. Getting the fingertips to touch gently, and then softening the other fingers. And then just finding that symmetry again from side to side, even on the way the arms are resting on the back of the surface of the arms. And then we're going to begin the echo breath. So inhaling deeply through the nose to the count of 2. Echo up to the count of 2. Exhaling to the count of 2. Echo, further exhale to the count of 2. And continuing this in your own way at your own pace for several cycles. Continuing this breath, there's a slight constriction in the back of the throat as you're doing this, as you're inhaling through the nose. So you can actually hear your breath. The breaths can be very deep and the count slow, or less deep and the count a little quicker. Really listening to your own rhythm, but getting as full of breath as you can. And finding symmetry, equality, and balance between the length of your inhalation and the length of your exhalation. Giving your body the message of balance, your mind, balance. And even balance to the spirit. And 2 more full, complete cycles of breath here. And after 2 full cycles, not rushing, just allow the breath to return to normal breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And just gently bear witness to the breath. And notice if it is any different from when we first began our practice together. And then when you're ready, just gently bend the knees, maybe hug them into your chest for a moment. Give the lower back a little stretch, maybe rock from side to side. And then rolling onto your side, we're gonna very gently come up. Good. And I didn't tell you this at first, but if you have a brick, using a brick today is gonna be kind of interesting. So I'm gonna bring a brick and I'm gonna put it right here. Whew, yeah, that felt good to lay down. So I'm gonna put my brick here to my left side. And I'm going to put my left foot up on it. And then I'm gonna press into that, coming up on the tippy toe of my right foot. And I'm gonna think about the action I'm gonna work with is drawing up from my outer knee to my outer hip energetically and taking the outer hip in to straighten and strengthen that leg. And then I'm just gonna lift the other foot. And I'm gonna try to find a sense of Tadasana or balance here. So I'm lifting the outer knee to the outer hip. I'm taking my outer hips in toward one another. And I'm trying to find balance here. And the rest of my body is in Tadasana, as much alignment as I can. Just breathing. Good. And then I'm going to release that one. And I'm going to do it on the other side. So I'm moving my brick over. And then I'm going to put my right foot on. Come up on that tippy toe. And I'm going to lift from the inner knee. This is energetically lifting from my outer knee to my outer hip. Take my outer hip in, take my hips toward one another, and find mountain pose here. Balancing on the brick. Nice deep breaths. Let the energy, always having a little space under your armpits because that's opens to your heart. And an open heart is always valuable. And then releasing that. And then we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna bring my grip back so you can see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do it with some lifting of the arms. So here we go again. Pressing into the foot, up on the toe to begin to draw up and in. Finding our balance, and then we're gonna bring the arms up to the sides. Roll our palms open and inhale our arms up. And breathe. This is Garandasana. So level the hips, find balance everywhere if you can. Especially in that breath, don't let that beautiful balanced breath go. Deep breath in, exhale, release the arms, release the leg, second side. Move that brick on over, press the foot in, come up on the two. Lifting up on the outer legs in, finding balance again. Arms out to the side, roll them open and inhale them up. Good. Garandasana. Try to find balance in your entire body here. And breathe, of course. Steady breath. And release. Very nice. Good. And just roll those shoulders out. Oh yeah, it's always good to wake the shoulders up. Inhaling them up to the ears, exhaling them down and back. Good. 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 All right. And next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on, well, first we'll do it up on that brick again. We're gonna try a baby tree pose on the brick. So I'm going to come back up here again on my left foot, toes up on the toes, get steadiness in my stance. Hands can go on the hips or at the heart. Palms pressed together. And what we're going to do is get strong in our standing leg, lift up from the outer knee, take it in, and then just externally rotate. So you're really rolling out from the top of this right thigh as much as you can. The foot at the opposite ankle. You could even rest your toes on the brick if you would like. And you're lifting up from the outer knee to the outer hip. Gaze ahead at eye level at something that's not moving. Maybe take a steeple grip with your hands, pointing the index fingers upward. And if you feel balanced, you can bring the arms up. Now this might feel way too challenging being up on a brick. And if it does, just take it down to the floor, because that is totally fine. And lift up through the fingertips, ground down through the foot. And then release. Good. Second side. Okay. Come up on the toe, get strong in the legs, lifting up and in. Hands to the heart, steeple grip. And then lifting that leg externally, rotate it. Good. Breathing. And if you're comfortable, you can lift the arms or take them to the sides. You can be any kind of tree you want to be. Back of the neck lifts up, stretches up, everything lifts up as you ground down through the foot. And then release. And release. And shake out that standing leg. Excellent. All right, so now we're going to take that Vrikshasana onto the floor and see if maybe, if you're comfortable going to the next place, you can either take the foot to the outer calf or all the way up on the thigh. You just don't want it on your kneecap or knee, directly on the knee. So grounding down again through that right foot, we'll lift the left one up. Let's take it out to the side first, as much as we can, external rotation, and decide where you want to place that foot. If you want to place it on the thigh, you can actually use that foot to roll that inner thigh back a little bit. And then we're lifting up on that outer knee, up into that outer hip. We're taking these outer hips in toward one another. Hands to the heart. And breathe. Good. Rooting down to the earth through the standing leg, rising up to heaven through the crown, making space in the spine and finding breath. But if you want to bring the arms up, you can. And release the arms, release the leg, shake out the standing leg. Good, second side. Grounding, this time through the left, external rotation. Decide if you're gonna go low, medium, or high. Again, that foot, if you come high, can roll the inner thigh back. It can help roll open externally through this lifted one. There's still that lifting up here and taking these outer hips in. This lifted leg hip often has to drop down to find balance because you want your hip points nice and balanced if you can. Arms to the heart or out to the side, breathing, rolling the palms open, finding your roots, finding your branches. Connecting both to heaven and to earth. And finding balance in the breath again. Good. And releasing that, releasing the foot, shake out your standing leg. Okay, now we're going to work with Utkatasana a little bit. So with Utkatasana, we're going to put the feet together for a balance. Lift your toes up, spread them out. Find Tadasana by pressing down to the four corners of the feet and lifting up through the kneecaps, lifting up through the hip points, lifting up through the breastbone, lifting up through the crown of your head. And let the energy of your shoulder blades and back body reach down to the earth. Good, and then we're going to inhale the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then we're going to sit back in a chair. So we're going to sit back. You want to get your knees directly over your ankles. Your belly is going to go back towards your spine. You're going to stay straight in your back. Chest stays lifted. Try to find balance in your feet here. Can you stay in all four corners of your feet? Your big toe mound, your little toe mound, and both sides of your heels. And can you get those knees over your heels? That means you're going to have to sit back. And then we're going to inhale, press up, and exhale, release. Good, I'm going to do that from the side so you can see it from the side as well. So we'll do it again. First, big toe mounds touch, heels touch, toes lift and spread. Stretch the toes forward, stretch the heels back. Feel your big toe mound, your little toe mound, and both sides of your heels. Take the tail down. Good. Arms roll open and up, Urdhva Hastasana. When you're ready, deep breath in through the nose, exhale, sit back in your chair. So we're going to sit back. We're going to begin to sit back. Now, as we sit back, our chest is going to remain lifted. We're going to try to get the knees back over the ankles without losing the big toe mound and little toe mound. The belly will go up toward the spine to keep us from arching our back. Tail goes to the knees. So we're sitting down, Utkatasana here. Go ahead, sit down, left, breathe. Find balance in your feet if you can. And then inhale up, exhale, release. Good. Oh, that made me a little hot. I'm going to open up the window. Okay. So that was Utkatasana. And next, we're going to work with Garandasana, the eagle pose. So let's find Tadasana. And when you're ready, you're going to lift your left leg up. So just lift the left leg up, cross it, and see if you can wrap it. Now from here, you're going to do just what you did a minute ago. You're going to sit back in your chair, belly nestles to spine. We're going to try to get this knee back over that ankle, our outer hips in like we've been working with, and hands right to the heart center here. And sit back a little more. And when you're ready, inhale up, unwrap, and release. I'm gonna do it from the side this time so you can see. Same thing, Tadasana, second side. We're gonna lift up that leg. We're gonna wrap it around if we can. We can bring the hands to the heart center here. Deep breath in, lift the spine, exhale, sit back if we can. Keep that chest lifted up as you sit back and try to get that knee back over the ankle. Outer hips moving in, spine lifting up. And inhale, straighten, exhale, release the arms, release the leg. Good, and we're gonna do that one more time. This time we're gonna include the arms. So finding your Tadasana, arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna take the left one beneath the right, cross as high as you can, and wrap the arms. Lift the elbows, descend the shoulder blades. Find your breath. Deep breath in, lifting up through that left leg, lift it up, cross it over, tuck it if you can, squeeze the outer hips in, belly nestles back to spine, deep breath in. Exhale, sit. Utkatasana, Garandasana. And get that knee back over that ankle. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Never holding the breath, lifting the elbows, descending the shoulders. And inhale up, exhale, release. Second side, I'll do from the side. Finding Tadasana, arms out to the side, deep breath in. Exhale, this time right goes beneath left. Cross as high as you can. Lift the elbows, descend the shoulder blades, deep breath in. Grounding, this time through the left, lift the right one up. And cross it over. Deep breath in, squeeze those thighs together, belly to the spine. Exhale, begin to sit back. Keep the elbows lifted, shoulder blades descending, belly back. And sit, get that. Squeeze those outer hips in. Strong in your standing leg. Chest lifted. One more breath. When you're ready, press down. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms, release the legs. Roll those shoulders out. Whew. That was some good work. So next, we're gonna do a little warrior work this morning. So we're gonna start with warrior one. We're gonna come up, we're gonna take a big step back with our left. So now to get our stance going right, this back foot is grounded 60 degrees forward, and you're grounding through that back edge of that outer foot. Chest comes forward, deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna bend that, we're gonna stay grounded through that back leg as we bend this front leg. And we're gonna bend it until the knee comes right over the ankle. And take our tail straight down. And then arms out to the side. You should be able to see your big toe, but not your little toes in the front leg. And stay strong in your back leg. And then roll the palms open. Inhale the arms up. Maybe gently look up, but keep the back of the neck long as you bend into the front leg, but ground through that back leg. And go up and back into a little back bend, offering up your heart, finding balance between the front leg and the back leg. And balance in the breath. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to the heart, and step forward. Good, second side. Big step back with the opposite leg. Good, back toes 60 degrees forward, ground through the outer edge of that foot, chest comes forward. Deep breath in, exhale, bend that front knee. Bend until you can just see the top of the big toe. Good, rolling the hips a little bit forward here. Arms out to the side, tail down, straight between the legs. And inhale up, good. Good, now find that balance between bending that front knee even more and grounding through that back outer edge of the back foot. Find the balance between those two things. And go up and back with your heart. Back of the neck does not crunch, it stays beautifully long. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Hands to the heart, step forward. Excellent. Okay, good. So from here, We're gonna add one more element of balance, and then we're gonna wind ourselves down. So step back with the original side. Get the same stance we just had. Bend that front knee. Hands to the heart here. Good, deep breath in. Now lift the chest up. On the exhale, come forward. Stay grounded in that back foot. Come forward out over that front thigh, but keep bending the knee. And then begin to find the toes of the back leg. Start to lift up from the outer knee to the outer hip of the standing leg and lift that back leg up. So keep getting strong in the standing leg and try to level the hips. So you're gonna wanna try to dial your pinky toe of the lifted leg downward. Gaze about a couple feet in front of your mat. Maybe bring your arms to the side if that feels good. Belly to the spine, deep breath in, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Step back, warrior one, and step forward. Good. Savasana. Second side. Stepping back, dial those hips forward. Lift that heart up, hands to the heart, deep breath in, bend into the front knee, ground through the back, outer edge of the foot, lift up through the heart. Keeping long in the spine, come forward out over that front leg and get ready to hop up. Lifting that back leg up. As you do that, you're lifting from your outer knee to your outer hip, taking your outer hips in toward one another. Finding strength, dialing the pinky toe down. You can bring the arms out for balance if it helps you. Breathe. When you're ready, bend the knee, hands to the heart. Step back. And then spring forward. Excellent. Good, let's just do a swan dive forward bend. So we're gonna inhale, sweep our arms out, help gather the energy. Exhale, dive into your life. Now here we're gonna just hang loosely for a minute. Release our necks. Let your knees soften. Let everything soften a little bit. Let go. Reconnect with the balance and the breath. Good. When you're ready, press into the four corners of your feet, hands to your hips. Inhale up with a long, straight spine. Good. And we're going to come on down now and get ready for Savasana. And just bring a gentle end to our practice. So come on down. First, we'll bring our knees into our chest. Give them a little hug. Lengthen the back of the neck. Find balance in your spine again here. Tail to crown, balance. Good, then bringing your arms out to your side, hop your hips over to the left a little bit, and gently drop your knees towards your right armpit, slowly coming in for a landing. Once you settle, you can let this left arm open back out to the side and even gently turn the neck if it feels okay. Breathing into the ribs, spreading the ribs with your inhalation, making space. Exhale, releasing. And adding the echo to the breath. Inhale, echoing up. Exhale, echoing down. Good. Inhalation back to the center. And then hopping the hips over a little to the right, gently dropping the knees off to the left armpit slowly, opening the arm out, gently turning the neck if it's okay. Echo breath into the ribs as you inhale. You're inhaling, spreading the ribs, echoing, spreading a little more. Exhaling, allowing them to come back down to center, back going down. Inhaling back to the center, exhale, feet down. Take a little bridge to reset your spine and find evenness in the spine on either side of your spine, from side to side, in the way that the shoulder blades are resting, in the way that the torso rests, in the way that the hips and buttocks rest, and then straightening one leg and then the other, allowing your heels to rest beautifully symmetrically, letting the toes splay out, letting the arms come to the sides, 45-degree angle, open to receive heaven's light and love. Receiving transmission from the sun, from the light. Allowing your face to soften completely as you become transparent in your skin, in your face, in your body. As you let the body relax, the arms relax, the hands, the heart, the belly, the hips, the legs, feet, relax your throat, and soften your eyes inward, allowing them to gently gaze at your heart through closed lids. Softening the breath. Softening the brain. Softening your entire being. Love is what's melding the universe together. You love everybody and everything more and more until you love all things in the universe and you identify with all things and you merge with the one. When you dive into the one, you find emptiness because there's no experience in the one. The love brings about that melding, that jump from being everything to being nothing, from being somebody to being nobody. And that was a little something from Ram Dass. So gently increasing your breath again, all the way into the belly. You can gently pull your knees up to your chest. With an exhalation, roll softly to your side, gently pressing up to find a seat. And bringing your hands to your heart. The light in me sees, honors, and loves the light in each of you. Namaste.